Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a quick look at the Mandala Watercolor Yarn by Lions brand. This is going to be a closer look review at the yarn. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for coming by. My name is Felicia and I try to put out videos at least 2 to 3 times a week as it relates to yarn, crocheting, giveaways, and even a little bit of plant life. So if you're interested in gardening at all, crocheting at all, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and take the time to subscribe so that you can get to know us here at this channel. We are a growing little channel, and we are really happy to have new people join us. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this yarn and see if it's something that you want to purchase or something that you already love. Okay, so the watercolor mandala yarn from Lion brand is such a nice soft texture yarn. I really have enjoyed working with it. It comes in 6 colors. From what you see on the screen here, there is wild pansy, which is like a mixed colored yarn, yellows, blues. There's an almond color, which I'll show you in the video. There is a skyberry, which is that blue color, tea berry, which is this nice pretty pink, magenta color, soft pinks. And then this one here is called Cory, which is more green on screen, but it's actually more black and gray. There is also one other color, which is called icy grape, which I could not find an image of. Okay, so this colorway here is called the almond, which is really nice soft beiges and browns. Now guys, do not judge me on this wrinkled paper. There is a story behind it, which I'll link at the end of this video, but let's just kind of focus in on the actual yarn. So looking at all of the details of the yarn, this is a 3.5 ounce weight, 100 grams. This is 164 yards, 150 meters. And while this is machine washable, you do want to lay it flat to dry. The makeup of the yarn is 75% acrylic, 15% wool, and 10% nylon, and it is a bulk 5. So we'll kind of get into that a little bit. One thing here on the label that it did mention is that because of the way the yarn is dyed, that some of the lots may be different. So I suggest just pick up all that you need for that project, just so that maybe you can ensure that you get some color consistency. Who knows, you know? But again, this is 164 yards. Looking at this Lion brand chart that I got off their website, 164 yards could pretty much make you a hat, probably a nice small hat. So if you pick up one skein, that's pretty much what you'll get with that. So I would pick up a couple. So maybe you can make you a hat and maybe even some gloves, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, again, this is like the texture of this yarn. It reminds me of like a roving yarn. It's not really tightly wound together, but it's so pretty and so soft, guys. And I really love the way the watercolor effect goes through the entire cake. It's like almost like a hand-dyed yarn in that way, because they're really trying to make sure that they ombre out the entire yarn. It's not to be confused with the Mandala ombre yarn. The ombre yarn in itself is a darker, more richer color, and it kind of fades into another darker, richer color, whereas this one kind of fades into a nice washed out watercolor texture. Now this here is just a little swatch that I created. I'm in the process of making a hat, and I just wanted to show you that it's really nice, bendable. It is a cozy fabric, okay? Looking closely at the strand here, you can see what I was talking about earlier. It is like a roving texture. If I compare it here to the Mandala ombre yarn, which is what I just happen to have sitting near me here, you can see that the ombre yarn has like 2 strands twisted together, and that makes a 4-weight yarn, whereas this one is really like if you were to take a bulky yarn and pull it apart, those individual strands, that's kind of what this yarn makes up to be. It's very soft, and it has that loosely wound texture going. So that's what I really like about this yarn. Now here is the Mandala tweed stripe yarn that I'm going to do a review on, as well as the Mandala sparkle yarn that I'm going to work on a review for that as well, and then just kind of do a comparison of all the Mandala yarns that I have, okay? And what I did not mention was the price point for this yarn. It's about $5.99 in the store and on the website, but of course you know most stores have coupons, so pick them up when you see them, maybe with the coupon. Okay, and while I'm completely almost done with this review, I do want to mention how great this yarn looks with my furl crochet hook. Isn't it not the prettiest hook? And guys, I didn't mention that this yarn usually calls for a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. I think 6.5 millimeter knitting hook. So that's it, guys. This is my review of the Mandala watercolor yarn. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, leave them down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in my next video. As promised, here's how my yarn got squished in the first place. Bye.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know?